I think today I'm just gonna fix up these last few to-dos on the tutorial, and that should be pretty chill. Hopefully. Okay. So first thing, after this business with the projection visualization, I think I want an example dedicated to uniforms and varyings. So I'm just gonna copy this. Put that right there. I'll just call this input types. Something like that. This should be the exact same thing as the projection visualization. What did I call it? Input types. And okay, yeah, that's almost what I wanted. I want to multiply this by the projection matrix though. So there's projection, transformed points, untransformed points. It's just using this attributes. There's an untransformed mesh and a transformed mesh. Unless transformed mesh, I updated it. So I'm just gonna get rid of this entire GUI deal. Like so. I'll leave the grid lines in. Yeah. I'll just update the regular mesh, so I won't have this, won't have this. I'll just have the regular mesh and update those positions like so. Mesh attributes at position equals whatever. Okay, that looks right. Mesh is not defined. Oh, I guess I have to put it together first. So get this. I feel like the music got really quiet. I'm just gonna switch to the next one. It's gonna be blaring loud. Anyway, there's the mesh. Here it's transformed. I'll just add this in like this, and I check that. Okay, so there's the regular triangle. And I'm gonna want to update this to use uniforms and varyings. I think a uniform would be good for the color. I think it's not clear how I'd use a varying though. So you have the position. What would I ever have to pass to the fragment color? I don't know. It's super weird. Well, I could just do something really arbitrary. I could say, for instance, well, I could just pass across the color. Okay, here, I'll do uniform. Have a shift. And then it'll be position plus that shift. That should be simple enough. Then you come here. The shift will just be a vector. I can fill in this. And for these, I'll just shift it like in the X direction or something like that. Something like this. Okay, and so then there's that shift. I've told this to expect... Oh, but it's not a uniform. Yeah, hold on. Fragility S. Thanks so much. Okay, so what I'm really gonna do is once I have this mesh, I'm gonna say mesh indexed or shader program. Actually, I think I can just use set uniform. And this should be fine using a tuple. One like so, or no, this should be a 0. And I think that should do it. I'm gonna check this set uniform. It's a shader that set uniform. I can do mesh.shader. Okay, so I set that, should have set that. Then I'll have this vec4. Then I'll add that to all of them. That looks like it should be fine, so let's see. And it worked. The distance hasn't been scaled by a projection matrix, so it's like far, but it's half the screen. So let me just, I'll make that half or something. Yeah. Okay. Maybe I should just make it 1 just to illustrate the fact that those distances aren't scaled by the projection matrix unless you do so explicitly. Yeah, I'll keep it half just so you can see the whole thing. Okay, so that's a uniform. Then for a varying, it's out. I'll just call this V color. I'll just say V color equals. Maybe just have a Boolean or something. Yeah, I'll just say V set to black or something. I'll just set one of the vertices to black. Say like if position dot x, say if that's equal to 1, then I'll set that to black. Just some random thing you'd probably never do. Actually, I don't know if you can use booleans like this. So I don't know if you can interpolate a boolean. Yeah, so I won't even try to do that. I'll just make that a float. Okay, so in every case, it's going to be set, depending on whether it's 1 or not. And it's going to come down here. And this, have an in. I can say if And fix the indentation there. Yeah. I'll say if it's 1. And that frag color is going to be black. And otherwise, it'll just be red. Okay. And it didn't work. Geoposition.x equals 1. I am, in fact, setting it to x here. I don't think doing the 0.0 would matter here. But I can try. Maybe it's some sort of rounding error with the interpolation? Possibly. V set to black. I could just say like greater than half or something like that. Although I don't think I should have to do that. Okay, that actually makes me feel maybe a little better. Because I think it should be possible to just set this to 0. I'm gonna look at the other shaders, see if I'm doing something wrong here. Oh, the shaders from here. And let's look at this. Yeah, this takes them in as in data type whatever and reads them in that way. So why in the world is this never equal to 1? Look for frag color. Let me try, if I switch these, they must disappear. Or at least I won't be able to see it. Yeah, distinguish it from the background. Do I know how varyings work? I mean, the only possible thing is position.x isn't 1 here. Well, that's annoying. Oh, it's because I'm transforming it. Yeah, that makes sense. Actually, I could do this a lot better by just passing the projection array as a uniform, I think. I think that would make sense. So let's make this vec4 called projection. Then to pass that in, I'll say here, set uniform projection, and then I'll do, I have to do this. T.ravel. Since that'll transpose it, then go row Y, since this has to be column major order. And I won't do this transformation. And here, I'll do that transformation. So I should do projection, star this. This will be a matrix 4. see how that looks. And must be a tuple, not numpy array. So do tuple. Okay, try that again. Perfect. And now that's projected. That's transformed without me having to do that transform manually. So that's a better example of a uniform. Better than the shift example. Okay, so I'll take out the shift. Then for this one set to black, I guess I have to, I'll just say if this is greater than, I guess I could just see if this is greater than 0. So I can take the 1 that's on the right side of the screen, and I'll set that one to black. And it still didn't work. Oh, not position. GL position. Still. Life's hard. That should just be the X coordinate. Even if it's projected, should that matter? I don't think it should. So all these have the X coordinate greater than 0. That's weird. I guess I can see if I can binary search this to figure out what the value actually is. So greater than 0, apparently that's none of them. If I did greater than -5, okay. -4, -2, -1, -half, minus a very small number. So is it equal to 0? None of them are equal to 0. All of them are greater than 0. This is annoying me. Okay, I don't think the value is actually supposed to be that high. It could be the case that this actually isn't being read. So these are the vectors and this is the array. I'm gonna see if I can just multiply these together. Uh-oh. Yeah, the GUI stuff messed it up. Darn, okay. Going back. Replace this with a weight. From this. Okay. So from here, I should be able to see this matrix times these vectors. So I want projection times position attributes at position dot t. Times 4, 4, and 4, 4, comma 4, and 4, comma 3. So I guess it isn't doing matrix multiplication, otherwise that would have worked. Actually, I think matrix multiplication is like that. Okay. So you see X, Y, Z, and W's. So this is what that number was, 0.410. This actually makes sense. This is like a fraction of the screen. So it makes sense that it'd be a weird number like that. But if this is true, I should be able to do greater than 0. And that should work for one of them. Should. But no dice. Maybe I can just pass the frag color directly. Yeah, jail position must not be something you can read. Let me see. See if it's readable, or try to see. Looks like nothing will tell me directly, but I'm going to try just, I'll just say projected position equals this. Like so. That's what that'll be, and then I'll try reading this. Okay, then V set to black, here V set to black. Okay, let's see. Undeclared. Projection position undeclared. Am I messing up this bad? Projection position. I must be misspelling something. Oh, here I use projection position. This thing is refusing. It's still. Why can I never make this true? What if I make this at dot z equals 0? I guess I can do that. Since there's 0 right here. It's kind of unsatisfying that I don't know why this is doing that. Oh, what? Why they're crying? Okay, here's what I have to do. I'm going to multiply these manually. It didn't work. That's super weird. It appears like on my screen, I see it. So, like, it's weird that it doesn't appear for you. Maybe I can take a screenshot of it. Nah, that'd be too annoying. Oh, here I will. Since you're on the Discord, I can just put it in there. Maybe you got hacked. Taking a screenshot is so much work. No wonder nobody does it on the thing to ask questions there. Nope, forget it didn't work. It was too big or something. Anyway. It appears, I promise. For everyone who's not you. Okay, I'm gonna do this. And print the transformed one here in projection visualization. They send screenshots. Oh. Might be. Well, there's this hierarchy. First there's text, then there's screenshots that you used a program to get, like a screen capture thing. Then there's screenshots that you took on your phone for some reason. Then there's hand drawings of what the logs say, and then you write that down, and then you take a picture on your cell phone, and then you upload that. This shader is annoying me. I have no idea why. Why this isn't... Oh, wait. Nope, that's not why. Yeah, I mean, at one point, eventually we'll have seen everything. It's coming. Greater than 1. Alright, I guess I have to, like, just binary search this or something. Because this doesn't really make sense to me right now. So greater than 0. I wonder if this is recompiling the shader or not. Well, it must be, because I do greater than -10. Okay, that does it. So they're all greater than... Okay, so none of them are greater than 0. Sure. So they're all negative for some reason. Okay, greater than -5. Nope. -7. -120 is way too large. Wait, none of them are... Oh, all of them are greater than -10. All of them are greater than -5. None of them are greater than 0. None of them are greater than -1. So they're between 2 and -2 and -1? Why? All of them are greater than -1.5. 1.4. 1.3. 1.2. All of them are greater than -1. Or they're not greater than -1. They are greater than -0.9. Is this equal to -1? Nope, none of them are equal to -1. I wonder if it's taking that weird number from before and somehow that's getting multiplied by 10. So they're all like 1 point. No, that still didn't make sense. Or maybe it has to be perspective divided or something. So let me see. If I look at W, I try to check W equal to 1. No, they all have W equal to 1. So after the perspective divide, it won't matter. They'll be the same. And the numbers are -1 and 1 right here. So if I do greater than -1.5, and that doesn't work either. Wait, does that even make sense? All of them are greater than -1.5, but none of them are greater than -1. So that does make sense. So they're in between. I should take notes or something. It's between -1.5 and -1. Since the red means this was false. So I do -1.4. And that's all of them. 1.3. All of them. 1.2. This is why we never should have had to write our own shaders. All of them. 1.0. Okay, so greater than 1.1. It was true. Greater than 1.0, it was false. Okay, then can I do like 1.15? Where does this become? Or 1.1? I want to do this the other way around. 1.0.9. And that works too. So it's greater than negative 0.9. But it's not greater than negative 1? No, it isn't greater than these negatives. So greater than 0.9 was false. Greater than 1.1 is true. So is it equals negative 1? No, that's false. Okay, I'm not gonna do this right now. I'll have to figure out later on why this is doing that. It's just 4 float 32s. Passing them in right there. Oh, you know, maybe it's because this is never exactly equal? Could that be it? If this is run once for every fragment, I think that makes sense actually. For each individual fragment, it's going to interpolate this value. Right? I actually still don't think that's enough, but if it were enough, what I would do is I'd set a color override. I would just color that. Now say if the x position is equal to 1. Oh my gosh, autocomplete, give me a break. I'll put this color. Else, no, then I'll just set it. So for one, it'll be blue. For the other ones, it'll be red. So that can just be a color. So I have this in the back 4. I'm going to say frag color. Pretty sure this won't work. Oh, it worked. Okay, so why would that fail before? So on the previous thing. So this is what I was doing. Position.x equals 1 is true for one of these, so v set to black was being set. So then here I was looking for... Okay, because these are being interpolated. The frag color. Wait. What was the type? Set to black was a float, which means it's being interpolated across this triangle. And so almost all of the values weren't exactly 1, so that's what it was. So that's why I have to do that. So now, we'll be able to do greater than 0. And this has an attribute and a uniform and a varying. Great. And I can simplify this. Great. Guess I don't have to wait. Why did I do this twice? Mesh equals shader attributes. That's weird. Just do it once. Oh, I set the uniform there. So I just did it once, I should remove that one. Gosh darn it. Oh, there we go. Okay, so this works again. Cool. Okay. So I did that. Full screen quad example. Shouldn't be too hard. A hands-on example. I filled out the vocabulary, I think, unless I missed something. World space, camera space, clip space. Yeah, I think that's fine. Affine transformation, projection matrix, model matrix. I had to update the notes after this. I can get to that later too. I think this, if anything, it'll come after the view visualization. As for a hands-on thing, something where I say like, hey, try doing this. I have to find something that's easy enough. It'd probably have to be like after model visualization. Because without model visualization, you don't really have all the tools. I have to use the screen size. Which I don't know how to use that flag. Size equals default, or it's window size. I don't even know what I want this to be. Is that a reasonable size? Oh, that didn't work. Get window size. Looks like it's supposed to be. What did it say? No such option? Yep, that option does not exist. That's pretty annoying. Okay, anyway. Hands-on example. Let's see what it would have to be. I could say something like to make a square or a cube. And I'd ask, like, how would you do that? And they more or less have enough, just if they know how to set the position array. But now that I think of it, they won't even have a way to, like, update it in time. So maybe what I want to do is, like, have like an update mesh, and then this, I just do all these things like over a period of time. So I have a shader like this. Do interactive embed here. What do I call this? Update mesh? Okay, so I can have something like this. And what I want to do, so I'll just have an updater, which I think will take DT. And then I can just update the model matrix. Mesh.shader, or no, just mesh.model matrix. X equals t, and I'll have to like add to this. Then I'll just I guess I'll update it afterward. So like t plus equals dt. And then add that. Self like this. And it vanished. Function as it has no attribute get family. That's weird. Restructure list to exclude certain weight. Add update mesh. Seen up by 441. Remove star of new objects. I don't know why that would happen. Okay. Scene 441. Am I using a different version? For 11. Come on, where is it? So here, this is from add. Oh, it's add updater, that's what it is. Okay, so now I can try doing that again. Update mesh is missing DT, I guess. I thought I passed it that. I guess it doesn't take self. Is it doing it? Yeah, it's doing that. Non-local T, mesh.model matrix equals that. Oh, it's using a uniform called model. Just do set uniform. I have to do this dot T dot ravel and tuple of that. I guess I need another close. Did this crash again? There's no attribute set uniform? Yeah, it's mesh.shader. Man. If only our intelligence worked. Great. If I expect people to do that themselves, I'm gonna have to go into a lot of detail on how the API works. But I won't do this with I won't use this utility right now. What I'll do... let's say transformation matrix. And I'll happen to make this a translation. I'll start it as an identity, actually. Actually, how would I want to do this? I think I want this non-local T. Is it config at attr instead of config dot attr? Where? I don't think I've been using config much in this script. I might have done it for background color or something. Yeah, so I did it for background color a few times. But yeah, I don't do it for any reason. Make that a 1, that a 1, this a 1, and I'll just put T here. Okay, then Great, so now you're explicitly setting that matrix. This will make it a lot easier to change certain things. And to see that the Z direction doesn't do anything. Then if you wanted to do a rotation, you should be able to derive that. Cosine, negative sine, sine, cosine. Darn. That probably crashed it. Yeah. Okay, great. Okay, but I'll keep it really simple. And I'll just have this. Okay, so that'll be a good opportunity to explore model matrices a bit more hands-on. Or I could even say, like, add some vertices. It isn't hard. So update this number. And then figure out this correspondence. Can't I just negate everything? No, I want to flip everything over y equals x. Which I also don't remember how you do. Anyway, the negative 1 will stay the same. The negative 1 will become 1 negative 1. And that'll stay the same. Great. Okay, so that's not hard. That can be easy enough hands-on thing. Okay. Full screen quad. That should probably come after the view visuals. Man, these crashes. Should probably come after the view visualization. Since here you pretty much see everything you need to know about the model and view, and to some extent projection matrices. And it has a good deal of what's entailed with hierarchical model matrices. I should really put circles in this. I might as well just do that. Here's the sun, here's the earth. I translated by 5, so I should. I'll just put OpenGL since everything's OpenGL. Aw, man. I didn't know you can't see through the shaders. That's so annoying. Yeah, even with fill opacity equals 0. What if I put it to 1? Oh, that's that color. Darn. Well, I guess I won't add it in that case. Because that looks really weird. Not sure why that happens though. Maybe I shouldn't be discarding. If I do vectorize Mojek fill, maybe instead of discard here, maybe it should be this. And then if this thing is less than 0, then I should say like that. Maybe that does something. And that's the wrong thing. No, that didn't help. Might have made it sort of worse. Okay. Guess it's not so bad since at least I don't have to push a fix now. Try to push a fix since it'd be really short notice. Great, okay. I probably want to do this iteratively as well. Like first add in the sun. Probably shouldn't even have as many segments so that you can tell it's turning more easily. But okay. Lighting. There's already sort of something on lighting. If I look at the gallery. If I look at the gallery, I feel like this background is too bright though. I don't know, maybe it's fine. Oh no, that's too bright. Give me something like this. 42, 42, 42. I'm actually gonna make this the default. Then for the color picker, I forgot, what was this, out of 255 or something? I think it was. I'll just put all 42s. What the sphere is actually a good one to exemplify this. Since you can see exactly the way it's always facing the thing. Put a solar flare on it. Well, that would require adding a texture, which would be more work than I feel like doing. The more I look at this, the more I think I should probably have a model matrix too. Like, that you can mess with on the side. Yeah, I think so. The Taurus knot, this one, is probably one of the best examples since it has a lot of shadows and stuff. For the solar flare, if I were to put a solar flare on it, that would be way too much. Like I have to like add new code to Manum to make it doable. And I don't care about Manum enough to do that, so maybe I'll find a way to do it on the web. It'll get better after this tutorial ends, and I can focus more on the web version that you can't get the link to. Okay, what was I doing? Oh yeah, model matrix. I think I basically have to just copy the logic from this. Update mesh, then translation, callback, rotation, callback, scale, callback. This could honestly probably just be factored out into a helper or something. We'll try to do that now. If I come back to clean up the code, I'll do it then. Oh wait, that could be tricky because it's current mesh. Geometry material background. Okay, let's see. Update mesh. Then I add the updater for update mesh. Oh, I added it to the mesh. Yeah, I want to add that to the scene. Let's just take DT. Has to be the current mesh. And to update its model matrix, to do this, dot model matrix, wait, do I have a variable called model matrix? I guess I have to. Oh, it's this. I do this. Okay, so maybe that'll work. But probably not. Okay, so I have this. Oh, hey, it works, I think. This should be a pretty good way to see. Okay, so this shouldn't respond correctly to the light. Oh my gosh, okay. So move this down a little. Move it over there. move it. I wasn't trying to do that. Move it up a bit. If I rotate this around the y-axis or something. Yeah, so it's not like doing what it's supposed to do or whatever. And the reason for that, hopefully, is that I have to update its normal matrix. I think. What's the difference between the model matrix and the normal matrix? I don't remember. I know that translations don't affect a normal matrix. I never actually learned about normal matrices. I just found them in the Three.js code. What's even a standard thing? It must be. A normal matrix. What did I want to do? It was just multiply by the model matrix? So then... That's funny. Not doing what I wanted it to do, though. And that kind of makes sense because I'm multiplying it by itself instead of just setting it. Why don't I just set it to the model matrix? Isn't that fine? I think it's fine. Then if I rotate this around the y-axis. Okay, this is doing what it's supposed to do. So I can like move this, rotate around the z-axis, I think. And the right part is always facing the light. It sort of makes me wonder, why isn't the normal matrix automatically... Will you ever not want the normal matrix to just be the model matrix? Will that ever happen? I don't think it will. Huh. So in wherever I use the normal matrix, here, Three.js, Three mesh. Here I have the normal matrix. I take a hierarchical normal matrix. If I replace it with model matrix, does anything go wrong? I guess it does assume a little. Well, something went wrong. Oh, it's only 3 by 3. But I can just take those parts of the model matrix. Wait, is the normal matrix always 3 by 3? Oh, it must not be. I might have actually just made it a lot more work. Yeah, this works. So maybe I always could have just not had a normal matrix. I guess it assumes a little to assume you never want to set the normal matrix separately from the model matrix. But it doesn't assume that much. It's gonna be pretty rare that you'd want those to be different. But okay, anyway. Fill out vocabulary, I think I've done that. I will have to fill out some more notes, more of the notes though. I'd probably talk about geometries, materials, textures. I should probably have something on the index buffer. I should actually do that. Probably within update mesh. Although honestly, I don't even remember how to use the index buffer. Because I never get to use it. I think it's just like... oh, here. First I'll run that. Then I'll make it into a square, so basically do that. And that didn't work. Oh. I had to go through the API in some detail. Cool. So now if I wanted to use indices, I just pass in an array here. So should we go to do 0, 1, 2, 0, 8. Zero, 3, 2. Yeah. Oh, and update this. There's no attribute as type. Well, I guess it's not a regular list. Okay, great. And that saved 2 whole vertices. Basically that one for not indexed. And this one to be indexed. Great, so I added a bit about indices. Vocabulary is mostly done. Do I want to do a full screen quad example? I really should. Because if I do, that'll... It isn't really something helpful in Manum, I don't think. But it will give you a way to like take things straight from Shader Toy, I guess. But then again, couldn't I just use one of the examples from here? Although those examples won't be included if you install the version from PyPy. Let's see what that does. Oh, something's off with the resolution. And it goes faster if you move it. I guess it's still expecting to be like that size. It's using config at pixel width and pixel height. I wonder if that happens. Never mind. Okay. So what else would I want to do? Okay, full screen quad example, maybe. I think the only thing left to do, really, is to probably do a dry run of this. And just go through everything I'm going to say. And make sure I go into enough detail on the API. Now there isn't even a ton to do with the API. It's basically just the source, the attributes, and how to set uniforms. One thing I should make sure for the OpenGL pipeline. It'd probably make more sense if there's a difference between if there's the vertex shader did something visible. So I have these vertices, and if you continue, nothing changes. So I think I should change that. So I just have it as dots. Then I just fade it out and fade it in here. And here I just added those. So what I think I'm gonna want to do These should probably be text objects or something. They should have like data. I hated positioning these. I still remember. What do I even want this to look like? I just put x1, x2, x3 or something like that. Or x1, y1, z1. Next to the vertices label. Now add the vertex data. Right here, okay. Then I want to, at the same time this happens, I want to transform the data into the points. Something like that. Okay, then I continue. Okay, so that is what I want. I just need it to make more sense. Okay. So now I want this to be a... This is a V group. I'll do this for each of them. This dot shift down. This also got shifted down, and it'll be like twice. There'll be some scaled version. That actually looks decent. So I'll just have like this. Okay, that looks pretty good. I dig it. And then that's gonna turn to primitives. Yeah, that makes sense. I wish I knew how to stop this. Even if you quit, it just keeps going. It's taken on a life of its own. But it shouldn't be only position. If it's only position, then it'll sort of imply that it can only be one, which isn't true. So, can I just do new lines? Would that be normal, or what would you include on a vertex? Normal, color, but I don't want to do color because then I have to redo the triangle later on. I'll just say normal. And I'll try to see if I can get this to stop. Skip animation preview. So here, I'll just start skipping. No, not here. Oh yeah, there. Well, it didn't work. Maybe more new lines or more backspaces would do it, but I'm not hopeful. Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna try to split this up into... Or should I? No, I won't do that. I'll just put a comma or something. And I'll just do it like that. Oh my gosh, wait. Why is it doing that? Did I not save it or something? No, I didn't. That is some ugly code. Yeah, it would look a lot nicer if they were stacked. Let's see. The transformation does, like, do what I expect it to. You shouldn't make it skip, though. I should just make it return here. Okay, then that position. Then the normal. That position. Then the normal. And this will be down, twice down, 3 times, 4, and then 5. Great. Then I can section these off more. Then I can shift this down. Like, maybe just half times down, and the other one fully down like this. Hey, Blake4096. What is going on? Okay, so that makes a lot more sense. So now you can see that the vertices are basically just a list of data, since that's all they are when you handle them. And then each of these becomes a Cartesian coordinate. So you just look through all of this. Okay. So that's correct. That's correct. Great. I should do the blending. Perfect. Oh no, did I hit rerun? Oh no, it's fine. And then the frame buffer, great. I wonder if I should be doing this with an orthographic camera. Well, then I wouldn't be able to zoom, which would look kind of weird. But okay, that's perfect. There's the Manum directory. And actually, with that, I'm not even totally sure. Yeah, I should do a full screen quad example. But I can leave that till tomorrow. The only thing I really need to do is like dry run this a few times. And I'll be set. Okay, I feel like I did everything I wanted to do. Now. Unless there's probably some stuff in the notes I could go through in more detail. Let me just run this the markdown. Oh, I did do homogeneous coordinates, I guess. Although for that, I'm probably just going to like link something. It would be nice if I could embed images of what these do. But I feel like getting Manum to take pictures will be pretty annoying too. Okay, I'll just put in the information on homogeneous coordinates and I'll be pretty much done. The fragment data from the fragment shader is then blended in order to determine the color of each pixel. I wonder if there's a better way to phrase this. Maybe I should say for each fragment, the associated data is blended. Now I'll just leave it like this, but I'll explain it better. I could leave homogeneous coordinates until I get to the model matrix. I could. And that would make a lot more sense to go over them here. You can use linear algebra to perform any affine transformation on our meshes. If we were to use a traditional 3x3 transformation matrix as a model matrix, it wouldn't be possible to encode translations. Okay, so I'll put a hold on it until here. And here I'll say, I actually still don't know what I'll say. I think Daryl Golden actually linked something that was useful. Someone asked about these. What's trying to do that? Yeah, this. I might more or less just link this. Because it isn't so long, and I think it gives a better explanation than I ever could. So I'll just say coordinates offer a way of representing 3D coordinates using 4 dimensions. Or I'll say as 4-dimensional vectors. As a rule, I'll just get the heart or the fast and loose version. As a rule of thumb, points, say points represented homogeneous coordinates, gene ES, should have 1 as their review coordinate, and directions. Or I can just say vectors. Represented with homo coordinates would have 0 W coordinate. Then I'll just have a link. I also think I want to do a link for the projection matrix, where I say there's a lot more theory. Wherever I did that, where was... Oh, here's the revisited. So I go over homogeneous coordinates here, then the view matrix, then after the view matrix I get into the projection matrix. Okay, so I'll just put more information is at here. And then I'll link the resource that I use to pretty much add everything I put in this tutorial, which is this. Okay, I'm just gonna push this now. No changes to the library, which is good. This is still stock version 0.9. Okay. What change did I make there? Made it slightly faster. Oh wait, I'm gonna want to use this one, I think. think. Hold on. If I go to here, I run this one. Does everything still work? Should have been using that one from the start. Looks like everything still works. Standard material. Think that's all good. Okay, whatever. Great. Okay. It's a bit less than 2 hours, but I've pretty much finished all the extra stuff I wanted to add to this tutorial. So I'm just gonna call it there. No need to raid someone this time, so I'm just gonna sign off. So thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you in the Discord or the next stream. Or the tutorial, if you show up for that. In only 3 more days. Great. Alright, thanks guys.